Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. It's my Supergirl finale review. This was the season 1 finale. The reason why I'm voicing over the video is because I've just been so busy that I really just had to voice over it. I really couldn't just record it today. Same with Gotham. But we're going to get on with this, so let's get started. So this episode was really good. It was overall a fine episode. It was a fine finale because of the cliffhanger at the end. I was like, this is an okay finale, but the cliffhanger really just set it all together. It was like the bow on top of the present. But the speech, really loved the speech. I thought that was really great. One of the greatest moments of the episode, in my opinion. That was really nice. It was kind of overdone a little bit, but I'm gonna let it slide just for the finale reason. You know, it's because it's a finale. Melissa Benoist. Throughout this whole episode and this entire season, she is Supergirl. There's nobody else that I would have chosen to be Supergirl because she's just such a great actress. She has shown the anger of Supergirl, the compassion of Supergirl, like the kindness. Like, she showed every element of what a person is and what that emotion is and what Supergirl is. So she did really well. This episode, she did really great too. I love the fight between her and Alex. Even though it's like Justice League versus Teen Titans, if you've seen that animated film. It's like 2 minutes, and then it's over. It's like, okay, then it's over. So a lot of superhero stuff has been like that recently. I don't know why. But, you know, there's just fights where it's like, oh, okay, now it's over. But Melissa Benoist, fantastic job this season. I hate Indigo. She is the worst villain they could have chosen. I don't like her. One, because she's irrelevant to the whole Kryptonion thing. Two, because I thought she was just supposed to be like a villain that they did for a one-time thing, and they brought her back, like, what, 3 times? I don't like her. I hate her. And then how did, like, Jean rip her in half and she died, even though she blew up to, like, millions of pieces and then, like, came back to life? I don't know. I just hated Indigo. I really hope nobody with Indigo's powers. Like, if they do an Indigo 2, I'm done with the show. But yeah, we did get some John Jones. We definitely got some John Jones in this episode. I really like Hank. I think the whole Hank storyline did really well. However, I wonder what would have happened if he did become Cyborg Superman, because the villains were just awful this season. I mean, Non and the Kryptonians, awful. I hated them so much. So what do you guys think would have happened if Hank would have been Cyborg Superman? Do you think it would have made a better villain? Do you think they should do something like that next season, if they will get a season 2? What do you think they should do for a villain next time? But yeah, Hank, really awesome. And I think the actor who played Hank / John / Martian Manhunter did really well this season as well, and in this episode. Like I said, I hate Non. I hate Indigo and Non. I think they're the worst villains ever. They made no sense. It's like no. They were just like, okay, we have Myriad and all the Kryptonians are asleep. Now it's time to battle it out. Now it's time to do this. No, they were just bad. I don't think they did a really good job. Every time the show has done horribly, it's when either Indigo or the Kryptonians are on screen. Livewire, great. Silver Banshee, fairly great. You know, all of these other people that we saw, great. Non, Astra, and Indigo, bad. I did not like them at all. They were just something that I think didn't work with the show. The whole point is that there's not supposed to be a lot of Kryptonians, right? On Man of Steel, you know, completely separate from this universe, of course, but you can tell that's only like, what, 12 Kryptonians? On here, they have made it clear there's like 20 or 30 Kryptonians. The whole point is to not have that many, and Non was just not, I just did not like Non. Moving on, Callista Flockhart, oh my gosh, throughout this entire season, she's made me laugh, she's made me, like, have the feels. She's just so great. I love Cat Grant. I think that she's one of the characters that really makes Supergirl as a TV series. Like, without her, there wouldn't be as great as a performance level, you know, for the show. Really loved it. And I loved her this episode, too. You know, there wasn't too much of her. She gave Kara that office at the end without the window. She's like, you have to earn the window. That was really great, too. And she does have that, you know, scaly exterior. But on the inside, she has the biggest heart of the show. And she is the heart of the show, in my opinion. One of the hearts. Now, Superman did cameo in this episode like he did in the episode before. In the episode before, we saw like a CGI'd Superman fly down without showing his face, of course. This time, they kind of went cheesy with it, and I understand why. But it's like, I mean, we also got this, the text. I like that. Like, when they're talking back and forth on the computer or phone. That's good. I really like that. That makes sense to me. Like, that's something that I want to see more of. Like, more of, like, talking to Clark and more of getting to know Clark a little bit better. Just because I really liked him when he's chatting with Kara. This, however, the boots, no. It was kind of cheesy, and those soles, those boots just look so cheesy. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna let it slide because it's Superman. But what they could have done is just say, Clark's at the Fortress of Solitude, regaining consciousness or something like that. You know what I mean? Martian Manhunter exceptionally well. I went over that. Really liked how they made him look. I really liked the style. I really liked the story that they had to tell for J'onn J'onzz. I thought it was fantastic. In this episode, he did get some fighting scenes. I like how they referred to him as, like, Kara's partner, or Kara's, sidekick, or, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just really liked that, because it's kind of cool to see two aliens together, like, side by side, and they're different types of aliens. I really like when Superman and Martian Manhunter are together. They're just, like, really cool super bros. So I really like how they did it with this episode as well, with Kara and J'onn. Kara, oh my gosh, like, Melissa Benoist is so great at delivering the laser vision, and I think the battle between Non and Kara was great. I wish it wasn't Non, I wish it was a better villain, but the battle was still great to watch. Same with the Martian Manhunter Indigo battle, so that was rewarding. One thing that was just not okay for them to do, we just left Fort Ross there. What? You don't leave Fort Ross just sitting there on Earth. I know it's kind of crazy, like, okay, I don't know what to do with Fort Ross. Maybe you could destroy it? Maybe you could find a way, like, something strong enough to make it explode? Or, like, I don't know, something. And then when Kara flies it up to space, she's like, I won't be able to breathe. Clark has been up to space many times. And that's low orbit. That's not, like, far off in the galaxy where there's, like, different, like, breathing things or whatever, like different oxygens. That's just low orbit. Clark's done that before, and I'm pretty sure Supergirl has the same power levels as Superman. So in this universe, they must not be able to, I guess, breathe in space? I don't know. That seems weird to me. But, it is what it is. But I just wish that would have been explained better. But I did like when Alex used her pod to save her. That was really cool. That was some great special effects and great writing, so I like that. And finally, the end scene, where the Kryptonian pod, shoots down, and she looks inside and says, OMG. Originally, I thought it was definitely going to be a different pod with Miss Martian. Hopefully, they'll do her eventually. But it was a Kryptonian pod. So the theories is that, one, it's Astra. It's a new version of Astra, or a different version of Astra, and then 2, it's a younger Kara, and it's like some kind of time traveling explanation. I hope they don't do time travel, just because Legends of Tomorrow is doing time travel, The Flash is doing time travel, so I really hope Supergirl doesn't either. But that would be really cool, like, craziness. Again, as a finale, it did well. I didn't like Non or Indigo. I just hated them. I really hope that they get a better villain, and if they'll even get a chance to do that, because we have no idea if they're getting season 2, but if they don't, that's going to be sad, because I do think Supergirl has great stuff. It has great potential. But right now, I just thought that the villains were horrible, and there were some things throughout the whole season that needed fixed. But what do you guys think? Do you think Supergirl should get season 2? And what did you guys think of the finale? Comment down below. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.